right, good morning, everybody. Joe Van Doren here, and welcome to our Virtues Pick for today. I am very excited to have this word because it's one that I've been focusing on myself for quite some time, and one that I think that the more we focus on, the more of it we bring into our life. And that virtue that came up for us today was contentment. So let's read the description of it first, and and then let's just discuss it a little bit. Contentment is an awareness of sufficiency, a sense that we have enough and we are enough. It is appreciating the simple gifts of life: friendship, books, a good laugh, a moment of beauty, a cool drink on a hot day. Being contented, we are free from the pull of greed and longing. We trust that life provides what we need when we need it. Contentment allows us to experience satisfaction with what is. We are fully present in this moment. Being contented does not obstruct our dreams or thwart our purpose. It is a place to stand and view the future with a peaceful heart and gratitude for all that is and all that is to come. So, what a beautiful word and a beautiful feeling, right? That when we feel contentment, we are aware that we have everything that we need. We are aware that we are enough, and that's what I'm focusing on today, is the we are enough part. You know, many times the things that when we feel the most discomfort in our life, it's because of not feeling that we are enough, that we are good enough, that we're strong enough, that we're a good enough parent, right, or a good enough employee, or that we're lacking in some way, and we long for something even more. And I think that when we focus on contentment, when we're content with and satisfied with what is, and we can focus on those good things, that we actually attract into our life more of those things. And when we focus on those things that we don't have, the things that are that we see as we're lacking in, we just bring more of that into our life. It's not any different than when we're working with our children, right? When we focus on in our children, when we focus on the things that they're doing that are wrong, we get more of that doing what is wrong, right? Or what is not making us feel so good. When we focus on, their quote unquote stubbornness, how often is it that we just get more stubbornness, right? They just seem more determined to fight against us. But when we focus on their goodness, when we focus on what is right about them, we will absolutely get more of that. And the same thing is true of ourselves. When we focus on what is good about us, we see more of what is good and we experience more satisfaction. And isn't that what life is really all about? We want to feel satisfied. We want to feel in this moment that we're standing in a good place. And when we focus on those things that are good about life right now, we get more of that in our life. So that doesn't mean, of course, that we don't look forward to more, right? Because that's what life is about. It's about getting more of the things that we desire, and not just the physical things, but that satisfaction of life, that awareness that we are enough, that awareness that life is satisfying and that we are contented, and that our dreams are coming true, and that we are the creator of everything that comes into our life. So as I look at this word today, I'm thinking to myself how important it is that we are content with who we are and with the experiences that we're having, that we recognize that at any moment we can switch our focus to the things that are going right, and we're going to get more of that in our life. how do we teach our kids about the contentment? I think is one of the most important questions that we can ask ourselves, because if they see that we are pulled towards wanting more and more, and that we're only seeing what we're lacking, they're going to tend to go that direction also. They're not going to be satisfied with what they have. They're not going to be satisfied in this present moment. They're not going to have the joy of life as it is, and with knowing that there's even better and more things and better things to come. They're always going to be looking for that next big piece of excitement, right? So we can learn a lot from this idea of being content with who we are and what we are. All the things that we struggle with our children, we struggle out of a place of fear and a place of lack and a place of not having enough of, and we struggle with out of just being overly concerned about things that are outside of our control. And that's where contentment comes in, right? The things that we can control, they're great. And that's us and our thoughts and our beliefs and our expectations for the future. We don't control anything else. And so being content is about recognizing just that. So those are my thoughts today about contentment, and I am so excited to have this word just to focus on today, being content with where I'm at. For the last week and a half, I've been dealing with the COVID, and just in the last few days, I've gotten rid of the cough for the most part, although I feel one coming on right now. And but how I looked at that was, okay, so now I have more immunity than I did before, most from what I can understand about the science of it. I also gave me a chance to rest, and honestly, I lost 5 pounds. And I had a couple pounds I did want to lose, but not 5. And so now I'm eating everything in sight, and I'm just enjoying this moment of quiet. And so I think that's how we do this, right? We are aware of this is where I'm at, and enjoy the good things and the good parts of that. So those are my thoughts today about contentment. Thank you for being here, and I look forward to seeing everyone again tomorrow as we focus on a new virtue. And until then, keep practicing all of the virtues and the 4 C's of successful families: so clarity, communication, consistency, and community. Those things are what will give you the courage to parent.